Hi everyone, and good Sunday morning, everyone. It's time to do a little quick video blog for you as you may have outdoor plans today. You may be wondering about the weather. Of course, no WFMJ weekend today this morning on the air because of the golf. So we will try to bring you up to date here. And don't forget, you can get an updated forecast anytime, Storm Tracker 21 app. I actually just got in and updated some of our hourly forecasts and tweaked a few other things as well to kind of bring things up to date for this morning. The weather quiet this morning, and if you have outdoor plans today, especially through, say, dinner time, keep them. I think it's going to be a largely dry day. The radar is quiet this morning. We do have a veil of kind of high and mid-level clouds around. It's kind of a milky-looking sky. But notice the radar does not show anything locally. There are showers and storms here and there down towards Columbus, Dayton, Cincinnati, but most of that, if not all of it, is going to stay away from us for the next several hours. Also a few specks on the radar out towards State College and Williamsport in Pennsylvania. Heavy thunderstorms this morning down towards the lower Ohio River Valley. Now, of course, it's very, very muggy outside once again today. Let's bring up the dew points here. This is going to be something that's going to be changing, thankfully, over the next 24 to 36 hours. Very, very soupy air. Dew points are in the lower 70s pretty much region-wide. The dry air still locked up in Canada. But notice, across the upper Midwest this morning, some drier air. Now, it's not exactly a September-like air mass, but the air is drying out up here, and this is the direction our air is coming from for tomorrow afternoon through Tuesday and even into parts of Wednesday. Again, it's not going to feel like fall, but we are going to get some relief from these really, really high dew points and very, very muggy conditions. So that is some good news for most people anyway. So, all right, so I showed you what's going on right now. Let's take a look at some of our computer modeling here and show you what may happen as we go into the future. Here's a look at the latest North American model, NAM, NAM for short, showing very little, if anything, going on through 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock this evening. Then as we get into the evening and towards sunset and maybe a little after sunset, it starts to really ramp up the activity, although it's still kind of blotchy or hit or miss. And I think that'll be the way the evening goes. If you get under a thunderstorm this evening, could be pretty heavy, but not everyone will. I did our hourly forecasts for the app and only went 40% chance each hour this evening in any one spot. It's not a slam dunk that you see rain this evening. Let's show you our high-resolution rapid refresh model. This model actually updates once an hour based on what's going on the radar and what it thinks is going to happen in the future. And this is 2 o'clock this afternoon, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Now, at this point, can I rule out some sort of stray shower here and there? No, I can't rule that out, but it's a real small chance. I think our higher risks for wet weather are in the forecast as we go into the evening. Here's 8 o'clock this evening, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. This might be the most active part of the whole day as we go past sunset this evening or around or after sunset. Not everyone will get a storm, but if you do, could be locally heavy with all the moisture in the atmosphere. And there's also a risk for damaging wind gusts in any storm that manages to get going later today. The main window, I would say, is between 5 and 10 p.m. It's going to be scattered, hit or miss kind of stuff. Not everyone's going to see a storm, but if you do, it could be locally strong or severe with the possibility of wind damage. And because it's so humid outside and these storms may not be moving all that quickly, might be some localized flooding issues here and there if we get a few beefy storms out there this evening. So meteorologist Andrew DiPaolo will be in the studio on 21 News at 6 and 11 this evening. I'll chime in as needed on social media later on today. Hope you have a great Sunday. Again, most of the day just fine, just hot and humid. We'll get into the 80s again today with those dew points in the lower 70s. Another day where it feels more like Orlando rather than Youngstown.